From the Delta Sky Club
Welcome back, Miss Klein.
to the Jet Bridge, Delta Airlines relies on 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business to power operations and serve customers faster. Together, we're putting 5G into the hands of ground staff so they can better assist on-the-go travelers with real-time information throughout the airport. This is elevating customer experience. This is Delta Airlines with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
Thursday Night Football is on, and it's only on Prime Video.
Into the end zone.
This week, it's an NFC East battle as the Washington Commanders head to Philadelphia to face the Eagles.
What a throw.
Coverage begins with TNF tonight. Not a Prime member? Sign up for a 30-day free trial to stream the game. It's the Commanders and Eagles, Thursday, only on Prime Video. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
Is Daniel Jones still your starting quarterback going forward?
Yeah, we're gonna spend a lot of time here watching our tape and evaluating things, and we'll do that as a coaching staff over the next week here.
That's a little bit different, Brian, than the yes that you give us to that question when we ask it every week. So I think, to be clear, everybody's going to assume that means yes, you're at least considering a change. Is that fair?
Well, I would say we're evaluating, our team at the bye week is what we're doing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep going since I know a lot of people are on the flight. How is Tyrone Tracy? You had a long flight back with him, Dabes. How did Tyrone Tracy handle it? Because obviously he was very emotional on the sideline.
Yeah, this is a young player for us that really gives everything he has and cares a lot about his team and about his role on his team. And he's done a nice job for us. And it was unfortunate there at the end with the fumble, but he's a young man that'll bounce back. He's got the right attitude, been a productive player, I would say, in recent weeks for us. And I got a lot of confidence in him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, T. How are you?
Good. What goes into your evaluation of the quarterbacks there? What are you looking for from them? And I guess what have you seen from Daniel so far?
Yeah, we're gonna get started on this process here of going back and looking at everything you normally look at in a bye week, schemes, situational stuff, technique, all the things you do in a normal bye week. You evaluate the players. You have a good amount of games to watch, situational review tape. Calls, all those type of things. So we'll do that like we normally do on a bye week, and try to improve in the areas that we need to improve on.
And then what have you seen from the two other options on the roster at that position, Tommy and Drew?
Yeah, again, they get their reps in the show team, or they go off to the side and they work through with Christian Jones, our game plan things that they need to go ahead and get reps at. So, you look at the self-scout relative to them playing on look teams and things like that. And, they're active participants in the meetings on top of the game plans, just like all the backup to the starters are.
Would you consider shuffling their order too? 2 and 3 to 3 and 2, or 1? Yeah,
I would say, look, we have a lot of work to do here in terms of our evaluation process, and that's what we'll start doing here shortly.
Thanks, Brian.
Yep.
Hey, James. How's it going?
Charlotte, afternoon.
This is more I didn't get a chance to ask you after.
That's okay.
Why did you decide to make the change to Evan Neal at right tackle?
He's been doing a good job in practice, and again, just trying to get the best 5 out there. A lot of respect for Jermaine Illuminor having to go over there to the left side. He's been doing a really good job for us on the right side, but Evan has increasingly gotten better throughout practice, and wanted to give him an opportunity based off of his practice performance and what he's done in practice to see how those 5 players would go together. Ran the ball well, got movement at the line of scrimmage. It was good to see him out there. He had some really nice plays, and then some things we got to clean up on, like everybody does.
Is your evaluation, I guess, sticking with him going forward then at the position?
Yeah, again, we'll go through all that this week. But I thought he did some good things for us. Got a lot of movement in the running game. Did a nice job sealing off that backside on Tracy's long touchdown run there, and did some good things for us. Got to continue to improve with him. But it was good to see him back out there. Performing at a pretty high level for us. Certainly things he can clean up on, but for his first time back after a long layout, did some good things.
And then just one other quick one. Why was Tay Banks not out there? I think it was the final play or the final drive of the first half.
Yeah, I'd say there's a rotation based on situations with some of the players that we have in the defensive backfield. Different situations come up. There's different packages, and that's all it was.
Hey, Dave, how are you?
Good, Patty. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I have 2 for you.
Sure.
Please.
You got it.
After, so far through the season, what have you seen from the run game, the run defense, and is there a recurring issue with that?
It's a few plays each game where they break a long one, and there's no reoccurring theme. Yesterday they got 2 edge plays on us, and 2 different things happened on each of those plays where they broke out. Some games it's opening field tackling, some games it's gap control. Certainly something that, again, you get a couple big plays in a running game, 2 or 3, that's really going to up everything. So what we need to do is eliminate some of these explosives. Continue to win the line of scrimmage, knock back, gap control, and then, tackling. So, again, there's not one thing, specific. It's, each week it's been a little bit different, and it's something that we need to continue to work on and be better at.
And then my second question for you is the roster is pretty much what it's going to be the rest of the year. So it's not like, you can make wholesale changes in areas where you think you're deficient. So that being said, what else can be done? Scheme changes, philosophy shifts. What can be done to maybe shore up some of these issues that seem to be recurring each week?
Yeah, I think you go back, you look at it, you evaluate the things that, there's certainly things that are good, and then there's things that aren't up to standard, and we got to make sure we identify those, which we try to do every week. When you have a little bit more time on a bye week, you dig in a little bit more and make sure that, again, it could be a missed tackle, it could be a wrong fit, whatever it may be. Again, our coaches do a good job of bringing that to the attention of the guys. They're going to try to improve it, and that's the mindset we'll have.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Greg Johnson.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Greg.
Just wondering, what has Chris Manhertz meant to your team this season? And also, just what kind of respect do you have for a guy who's been in the league for 10 years now, just really grinding for teams, doing a lot of dirty work, never really in the spotlight, catching a lot of balls, but it seems like he's just done a lot for teams. Yeah, I appreciate that question. Total pro. For an older guy, he's out there practicing every day, never misses a beat. I think everyone in the room, both on the offense and the defensive side, has a very high respect for him, how about he goes about his business. He's tough. He's asked to do a lot of the dirty work as a tight end, and as a former tight end coach, I appreciate that about him. He's smart. He's a good leader for the younger players, guys like Theo and Belly. Great teammate. Can't say enough good things about the things that he has brought to our team, the toughness element that he has. He's really helped us in the running game and in the protection part of it for the tight ends. A consummate pro. Are you aware that he actually didn't even play football until after he graduated college? Yeah, Canisius, basketball player. Yeah, back in Buffalo. So know about his story. And again, you can see why he's played in the league for as long as he's played in the league.
that type of player at the tight end position, there's not a lot of them out there nowadays. It's someone who puts the team first, again, does a lot of the dirty work for our offense and has really helped us in terms of the running game and some of the action plays where, we're able to, attempt to pass the ball down the field.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, we'll take 5 more. Tom Canavan.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
Hey, Tom.
In getting back to the quarterback evaluation, I assume the bottom line is going to be who gives us the best chance to win.
Yeah, look, we'll go back and we'll evaluate everything and decide what we want to do here. But we got a week to go ahead and really dig into this.
Yeah, because the other question I have is if you're paying the guy $40 million, is it a waste of money if you bench him?
Yeah, again, what we'll do is we'll go back, we'll evaluate the tape, and we'll make the decision that we think is best for our team.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jordan Renaud.
Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Jordan.
As Tom just said, the quarterback position is a different beast, right? It's a lot of money. It's a big percent of the cap. When you have something like that, is that something that ownership needs to sign off on if you decide to make a decision there and move on?
Well, I think, again, I've said this before, Joe and I communicate with our ownership group on a daily basis, not just about the quarterback, but about every position. So there's good communication there. We'll do what we normally do. If there are any changes, regardless of the position, we'll always communicate.
That position, it doesn't work any different like that. I'm sure you have freedom to make, lineup changes regularly. Does that change with the quarterback position?
Yeah, no, even when we make lineup changes or there's things that come up, we're always in constant communication. Myself, Joe, and ownership. I think that's very important and healthy for the organization.
And when you say you're going to evaluate things, I'm not just talking about the quarterback position now. And you come back, how much do you feel that you need to make drastic?
No, I understand. I understand your questions.
Significant changes, you can't just make little tweaks here or there coming out, that you need to change something substantially, just so, maybe even for morale purposes for the guys to say, okay, yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, I completely understand the question. Yeah. Again, you go back, you evaluate a lot of different things. I was just meeting with Aaron Wellman here about, these upcoming days here and leading into the next, half of the season, if you will. Meet with Ronnie Barnes, meet with Frank. Again, we'll meet with all the people in the departments and go through the things that we've done up to this point. And, if there's changes we need to make, we'll make them. Again, you only have about a week to do this and look at things. But you're always doing that throughout the season. After a game, it's just here you got, some more information, you back to back of cut-ups of things you want to look at. Practices, meeting times, all those type of things. And then you make the necessary adjustments that you think you need to make. How drastic, I couldn't give you that answer. But I understand the question.
Art Stapleton.
Hey, Dave. What's going on?
Hey, Art.
From a processing situation, when you're the offensive play caller,
yeah.
and you guys design plays the way they're supposed to work, are you getting enough out of the quarterback position from the plays you're designing, what's coming out? I know every play has a bunch of different things that has to go right, but yesterday in particular, it just seemed like there were plays that were drawn up to succeed, and it did not happen. And it looked to be from a quarterback perspective. Now, you may tell me otherwise, but how much of it is a balance between the plays you're calling versus what the quarterback is actually seeing when the ball is snapped?
Yeah, I think, look, it takes everybody from the call to all 11 players out there on the field, operating and executing. So it's a collective thing. We're all in this thing together, and we're all looking to make improvements.
And then I'll ask you about Jalen Hyatt. He was another guy who got an opportunity yesterday, like Evan Neal did. That last drive before overtime, it seemed like he really, found something there. Did you see something in Jalen this week that show that he was ready for this kind of opportunity? And does this set him up, regardless of what happens with Slay, to see that Jalen in the second half can have an opportunity here that, maybe he's earned now versus, waiting for that spot?
Yeah, again, Jalen's been a pro since he's been here. And he's, again, I've said behind Malik and behind Darius, who's, I think both of those guys have done a nice job since they've been in the games and been productive for us. And Jalen has worked extremely hard. Even though he wasn't the starter, he had an opportunity to make some plays, and it was good to see him make some plays for us. And not just the pass game, but for a slider build guy, he was going in there and trying to throw himself around in the run game that helped spring some runs, particularly later in the game. So I thought that he had one of his better games for us. I was happy to see some of the production that he had, and he's got the right mindset. He's again another guy that's waiting for his opportunity, and his opportunity came, and he made some plays for us. So it was good to see.
Thanks, Dave.
You got it.
Last one, Charlotte Carroll.
Dave, just to follow up on Jordan's question, what did you hear from ownership after this loss?
Yeah, I keep all those conversations private, but we have plenty of them. They're good. They're good conversations. Again, no one is, I'd say, myself, Joe, ownership, players. No one's happy with the results and where we're at. But again, we'll sit back. We'll evaluate the things. We'll go to work, and you've got a little time here before we play the next game. Try to get everybody healthy, with the right mindset, and evaluate our procedures, the way we do things, our schemes, our players, all those things. And that's no different than any time you have a bye week.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food, no matter what you're craving. From 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings. Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week all season long. Uber Eats, the official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now for game day. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Lowe's knows you want to get even more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals on holiday decor, tools, and more. And you earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards to help you save on holiday and more. Not a member? Join for free today at lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards, because Lowe's knows deals. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See lowes.com/terms for full details, subject to change.